Okay, dear students, today we are going to discuss tenses. Tenses, that is what we say. What do you mean by tenses? Anyone who can tell me? Tenses. Tense mean what? Tense mean time. Sharp. Tense mean time. Period of time. Period of time. It means that वक्त या ज़माना भी कहते हैं इसको ज़माना यानी if you are doing something so it must be done in a particular time in the past or in the future or in the present you are doing something so it means that tenses are there so we have got three tenses three tenses are there and then for the three tenses we have four other sections. Four sections are there for each and every tense. So that we will be discussing in detail, inshallah. Now there is simple present. Now simple present, it is mainly used for three reasons. Yani we can use present tense for three things. For three things. Number one, that is for universal truth, for example. Three usages. Three usages इसके यानी तीन मौके पर ये हम इस्तेमाल करते हैं. Number one, that is universal truth. Universal truth. Now, universal truth, for example, the sun is a star. The sun is a star. That is something universally accepted. That the sun is a star, for example. And another thing that is universally accepted, for example, the earth revolves around the sun. It is absolutely universal. So whenever you are, there are another example. There are 7 days in a week. There are 7 days in a week. That is not something universally accepted. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. 2 and 2, 2 plus 2 makes 4. So these are what we call universal truth. So anything that is universally accepted, so those kind of sentences must be written in present indefinite or simple present. Clear? Number 2, for habitual sentences. If someone is doing a work out of habit, that is his habit. So we are using those sentences in this tense. It means to say for those sentences, this tense is to be used. Habitual. For habitual sentences. Habitual sentences means, for example, if someone says, let me ask you a question. If I say he goes to school, and if I say he is going to school, what is the difference? He goes to school, it means that he is daily. That is his habit. Out of habit, a student goes to school daily. That is a kind of habit. And if the father of a child, he is going to school, so that continuous tense is used for something momentary, for something that is only for the time being. For the time being, momentary. For the day, or now I am looking at him, that the father of Ahmad, he is going to school. There must be a problem with his child or something else, but it is not his habit. So I am writing that sentence in continuous tense, because that is not his habit. And if I write that sentence for a child, for a student, so I will be using this tense. Clear? Simple present tense. Now, number 1, universal truth, habitual sentences, and number 2, that is for state of being. State of being. State of being, it shows the existence of something. A work has already taken place, for example. For example, if someone says, he is Aslam. He is Aslam. Now in continuous tense, we are using SMR, but there must be ing form. But yes, but here there is not ing form, not this kind of subject-verb agreement is also not there. In these kind of sentences, they do not follow neither the rules of continuous tense nor the rules of simple present. God is one. God is one, for example. If I say. So these kind of sentences which shows the state of something, the state in the position. It is already, for example, Aslam is busy. Aslam is busy. So if you want to write it in continuous tense, so ing is required over there, but there is no ing. And if you want to follow the rules of simple present or present indefinite, then there must be s or es with the verb. S or es with it. That we are going to discuss next time. So for these three things, we are using simple present tense. Now, the main things in simple present tense is that there is subject, verb, subject and verb agreement. Subject verb agreement is there. What is that subject verb agreement? You know subject, the doer of an action. What is subject? Who is doing something? Aslam, Akbar, I, you, he, they, she. All these are the doers. They are doing something. So that is called subject. And verb, the very work they are doing. The work, the action they are doing. Going and singing and eating and bathing and all these things are what? They are words. They are words. So there is subject verb agreement. Subject verb agreement means that if subject is singular, verb will be plural. Plural in the sense that it will carry S or ES with itself. S or ES with itself. It means, if we think we do not have any plural and singular for verbs. Verbs do not have any singular or plural, but it is only for your understanding that I am tracking, that I am telling you so. So we are making plural and singular of nouns, and verb is not a noun. तो ये बात से में रखें कि ये सिर्फ आपके समझाने के लिए मैं ये कहता हूँ कि वर्ब के साथ एस या ई एस लगाएंगे तो ये सिंगुलर वर्ब होगा या प्लूरल वर्ब, अदरवाइज वर्ब के अंदर सिंगुलर और प्लूरल नहीं होती, सिर्फ आपके समझाने के लिए, क्योंकि वर्ब और सब्जेक्ट की एग्रीमेंट पर हम बात कर रहे हैं ना, तो सब्जेक्ट वर्ब एग्रीमेंट में ये बात है कि if the subject is singular, as I told you, if the subject is and subject that is clear to you. What is subject? The doer of an action. The doer of an action. Who is doing something? Aslam, Akbar, children, wives, parents, people, he, she, I, you, we, they, all these are subjects. So when they are singular, and singular, if the subject is singular, for example, he, she, it, or yes, or any single name, name. Clear? So they are called, for example, Aslam or Akbar or child or boy. So they are single names. So when the subject is singular, then the word will be plural. The word will be plural. IE, what do you mean by IE? These are that is. It means that is. But the very words they are abbreviated from. So they are Latin words. And Latin words may have it is. So this I and this E that is taken from these words. So that is IE. It is. For example, yeah, there is plural, meaning it will carry s and es in itself. It will carry s and es with itself. That is clear to you. For example, EG. What is EG stand? Example ratio. There are also letter parts. What is your name? Muhammad Hamayun. You are a brilliant man. Shabash. Keep it up. Now, better for the other students, I should explain it. Example ratio. TIN. Example ratio. For example, now if I write he goes to school. He goes to. No, he is singular, and the verb go, the very work he is doing, that is plural. So as I already told you, the verb do not have singular or plural, but it is only for your understanding that it carries s or es with itself. He goes to school, and for example, she goes to school, or for example, it rains. It rains. Now, rain, it is a noun, but I have made it here as a verb. Noun is used as the verb. So, for that reason, it carries s with itself. It rains. Now, you will be confused that how you will be knowing the fact that we have to use es and we have to use s. That is a problem for the students, but that I will discuss in some other class. Clear? Because it needs a bit explanation. Now it rains. Most of the students they are writing it's rain. That is wrong. That is quite wrong. Because possessives and apostrophes that also needs some explanation. We will be discussing it. Now that is clear to you. Now, as I told you, there is subject verb argument, and if the subject is plural, if the subject is plural, then there will be no S or E S. S or E S with verb. Any verb will be singular, simple as that. As I told you, but so far, verb does not have any singularity. So there will be no S or ES with the verb. For example, they play. They play cricket. They play cricket. Yes, sir. Okay. Now they, it is plural, and play जो है, it does not carry any S or ES. Yes, sir. Or another example, I, you must keep it in mind that I is also plural. If the subject is plural and the plural subjects are, there are I, you, we, they. I, you, we, they are any plural name. Plural name. Any children or boys or parents or teachers. Plural name. So you must keep it in mind that I is also plural. The verb will be used without S or ES. I eat, not eats. Clear? Yes, I eat mangoes. And if I talk about these sentences, the very use of simple present. So if you write some sentences from these examples from the different usages, so that will also be better for you. or for example we go to the university. University. We go to. Now go and we. They agree with it, with each other. They agree with each other. Agree in the sense that if one is singular, the other will be. And if subject is singular, the verb will be plural. And if subject is plural, the verb will be. It means हम कहते हैं ना कि एक नियम में दो तलवारें समान नहीं सकती. अगर आप दोनों सिंगुलर लगे तो that is crass. अगर आप दोनों सिंगुलर लगाए तो that is crass. बाकी जुमले के साथ आप तक विवास्ता नहीं है. You are not supposed to think about the remaining part of the sentence. Only your focus will be there on the subject and on the verb. If the subject is singular, that is clear here. So you have to use S or ES with the verb. And if the subject is plural, then there is no need to use any S or ES with the verb. That is clear to you. Now, as I told you, we are using this tense for universal truth. For universal truth. For example, God is one. God is one. Or the sun here while living in Pakistan, the sun rises in the east while living in Pakistan. The sun rises in the east. Now the sun, it is singular, and rises, that is plural. The sun rises in the east. Universal truth are there. And then habitual sentences. In habitual sentences, all these sentences are used. I eat mangoes daily, for example. Yes, I go to the university daily, like these things. And then, what? State of being sentence. For example, he is busy. He is busy. Or another thing, my name is Naseem. My name is Naseem. Is it clear to you? Yes. So these are also referring to those kind of things. Now, another thing, negative and interrogative of this tense. Negative and interrogative. The same thing is there. The same thing is there. If the subject is singular, there will be does. Yes. Huh? There will be. That is, we are borrowing from outward. Because that very helping verb is not present. In the remaining sentences, we have got some helping verbs also, helping verbs. And by bringing those words or by using not with that helping verb, we make the negative sentence. And by bringing that word, that helping verb into the beginning of the sentence, then it will become interrogative sentence. They are a bit easy. But so far, this do or does is not present in this tense. So we have borrowed it from outside. So now the same thing I told you. If the subject is singular, you have to use does with it. And why we use does? Because there is already S or ES with the verb. तो हम जब बच्चों को समझाते हैं तो इस तरह कहते हैं कि इस do ने does mark नहीं, he short का ना does है क्यों? और the verb ने S or ES जान तरवा वास्ते जान सरे वाले बोल अगर ये आवाज़ पाते दा याद हो जाते चुकर बेबो verb सरा का S or ES नहीं सही लगा ना और do जान तरवा वास्ते का does है क्यों का पता होगा जब आप दा बजाने के साथ ही चेगा वो भी जान पाती है सही बात है पर negative sentence negative sentence. For negative sentences, do not or does not. For negative sentences, we use do not or does not soon after the subject. Soon after the subject. For example, she does not. She is singular and does को हमने इधर लगाया. She does not wash. अब अगर ये नेगेटिव नहीं होता तो हम लिखते she washes. जब हम ई के साथ लगाओ, लेकिन अब तो ये चूंकि नेगेटिव है तो वही वाला ई के सामने डू के साथ लगाया. She does not wash the dishes. बर्तन, utensils. Or for example, they do not. अब चूंकि they हो, that is plural का ना, तो इसके साथ do लगाएंगे. They do not work hard. They do not work. And for interrogative sentences, this do or does will be coming at the beginning of the sentence, and the remaining sentence will be the same. It's clear? For example, if I write these sentences for interrogative sentences, Now, does she wash? बाकी सेंटेंस अपनी जगह है. Does she wash the dishes? That is clear to you? Yes. And question mark must be there at the end. Question mark that is compulsory. Does she wash the dishes? Or, for example, if there is a plural, do? Yes. Sure. Do they not hard work? That is what. So that is what for this tense. Clear?